shit, I would hate that.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Set, ready, blue 32.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
22 needle.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. But sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's Gaskin. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They had two straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check 24.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, you got D? Check 31.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd and 12.
Double dog. That's the way. Watch safety creep.
Tua sets up to pass it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Mike 52. He's scared. 52 is the mic right here.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And right away, he lost the football. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Yellow. Danny. Yellow.
Hey, Mike 52. I got you, boy.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at it. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Chris Jones on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sponge.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Let's go.
Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
From midfield, here's Tua.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Army. Let's go. Let's do this.
On the set. Strike.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 red. 60 red. Cross 10.
53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here I come.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, baby.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? After one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Right here, right here.
Attack!
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
What we got?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Watch a slant.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Ready up!
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, yellow, 22.
Check, 53's Mike.
Quit talking about it and play.
From the 16, Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Set, ready. Blue, 32.
Watch 54, watch 54.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike. 50.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra.
Check safety, check safety.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
I got you. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. You've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
15.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins. On first down. Tagovailoa.
Kill.
Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Miami. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Back.
Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
A 22-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a